It starts with a wizard, he's old and he's wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he's strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane, when you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Flagon Slayers. So, we're without Brady this evening. He's feeling a little under the weather, but we will soldier on. Hey, he can't help it.
You power through.
Hey Brady, if
You
you're
don't
watching
power
this. JK. What is that? I'm so sorry.
I'm hearing a really bad echo from someone. I don't know who.
That was me.
Not me.
Gosh
Watching
dang
the
it,
stream.
Caleb.
Caleb!
Frickin' dingus.
Unprofessional over here.
In case you missed last week, the party, now consisting of Genevieve and Nicolo, are planning to go to a party held by a local casino owner named Manny. The party has been tasked with stealing from the vault, and things didn't go necessarily as planned. There's now a secondary team that is also being tasked with stealing, and the party must compete against them and also not get killed by the beholder in the process. On Animus's mission to get venom from white spiders to create a universal solvent for the vault door, he ran into a peculiar tiefling man with a chipped horn and a weird bow. They fought off the spiders only to be confronted by a frog placer beast. A frog placer beast. No, that wasn't what I named it. Placer hemoth. Frog placer hemoth. TM. That then took them into the material plane once more. Anzu procured costumes. Nicolo procured gear. And Genevieve, along with Zygon, procured an invite. So that will be where we begin tonight's session. You have all gathered back at the guild hall. Animus seemingly with a new person.
I was gonna talk to him on the way to the guild hall.
Oh yeah, you guys can do that if you want.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and say that.
We'll say we didn't have the most awkward silence of a walk back all the way to the town for miles.
It's like, so yeah, but yeah, we'll say that you guys you've talked a little bit, but more kind of figured out Cirrus more where you are.
Because I haven't been here before, right?
No, you have never been to the prime material plane.
We'll say I've explained to you that this is the prime material plane, and that is how planes work on a level.
Oh, he knows how planes work. He knows how planes work.
Oh, okay.
He's from the Feywild.
Well, he said he's never left the Feywild. So if he's never left it, as a person who's had to go for their first time from plane to plane at one point, I will say I'll explain the confusion of what may be questioning in your mind. You know. Are we starting with us, Jacob?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys have just gotten into the city. It's around probably 2, 3 in the afternoon.
I do. Oh,
Well, welcome to Amon. This is one of the large. Is Amon the capital of Taldor?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
that's
the
what I
capital of
thought.
Taldor.
Welcome to Amon. This is the capital city of the continent that you're on. Take it all in, soak it all in. There's a lot of things here. Don't trust anyone, pretty much. That's what I'll start with.
Cirrus, make a perception check.
what was it? Plus
I believe perception is your wisdom.
plus wisdom. Let's go with a 17.
Nice. This place smells, looks, tastes, and is just utterly disgusting to the eye. Coming from the Feywild, which is like, for the most part, pretty pleasant. You see people of all different races, sizes, creeds, walking around, some yelling at each other. It's just loud compared to what you're used to of a quiet village life in the Feywild. You can smell what you only assume is urine and feces of other things.
Very pleasant.
But yeah, overall not great. But there's also like this. There's a certain charm to see so many different kinds of people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, overall, ugh.
Yeah. I kind of, as I'm walking, I'm like looking down, watching my step. Bless you.
Oh, I thought I muted my mic. My bad.
You did not.
Sorry,
While he's looking down, watching his step for like not stepping in shit, I'm just like walking over it, but I don't have to look down because I just know that there's shit like in certain places. So I'm just kind
of just know where it's at.
I'm like, sense.
I like can see it like when I'm walking like in peripheral vision, just because you have to learn how to do that when you're in a big city. So I just like know where it is, stepping over it. Maybe I can smell some coming up or something. I don't know.
This place is rather
gross.
Gross. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, it's
Well, welcome to a big city in the mortal realm that doesn't exactly take care of itself in the way of, you know, like altogether. It's once again, don't trust anyone right away. Maybe not give anyone your 100% trust, even me. I don't know what your thought process is, so I don't know if you should 100% trust me, but for now, you're kind of stuck with me, so
right.
What's
you guys are also coming in from the upper slums, so the city does get better as you get closer to the main part. It's just that this area is literally called the slums.
Oh, good. Another time for Animus to go off on politics. Well, Cirrus, we're actually walking through an unfortunate part of the city where they have kind of sectioned off the poorer and less fortunates, and they don't really take care of it in the way that they should. So,
I see.
There's nicer areas of the cities, of course, where the people with wealth and anything they could ask for live, and shut out people like the ones you're seeing around you.
Well, it can only go up from here.
Yeah, I guess it can. Yeah.
Why are you teaching him about poor people and the bad side of town?
Whoa.
You motherfucker!
We're not in Whitestone for the bad side of town. All right, we'll get there.
Every town has a bad side of town,
but not quite like Whitestone, which got blown up. So,
R.I.P. Meat Man.
No, he's not dead. Don't you say that, Jacob.
Jacob, don't even joke. That's not
Jacob.
Funny.
So Cirrus,
I could kill every other NPC and you guys would be fine with it, but the Meat Man who's been in 2 scenes
and Oscar,
3
okay.
scenes, 3 scenes now.
Murder.
Oh, okay,
Murder
3
Oscar.
scenes.
So Cirrus, we introduced name. Yeah, we did. So you're. I mean, once we get back to my guild hall.
You have a guild hall?
Yes, I'm part of a group of people who helped the city out. But we're gonna head back there. Maybe I can get you a drink, and then we might be able to send you back to the Feywild if you want to. Though you did kind of bring whatever this animal is here, or creature, or whatever. So
yeah. So here's the thing about that. Jacob, is that the creature that?
No,
that's
no,
not,
but
okay. All right.
But it is one that you have identified as
a threat.
As like this is probably from the same person.
Right.
Because that is a freak of nature that should never exist.
Right. Yeah. So here's the thing with that. I would like to hunt that down at some point and kill it.
Okay.
And I just have a personal vendetta against those kinds of creatures.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't. Whatever the fuck that thing was, shouldn't exist for sure. So yeah, I was gonna say you might want to stick around to hunt it anyway. Otherwise, our guild will most likely be drawn into doing it, and we'll have to do it anyways at some point. So I don't know, but yeah. Well, if you want to, we'll probably just make sure you're not a threat. So just be ready for questioning and stuff.
I'm not a threat.
That.
I'm not a threat unless you piss me off.
Yeah. So. See, when people just say, "Oh, I'm not a threat," I can't. You have to understand.
Unless
I can't
you piss me off.
No, yeah, I can't just trust you. I've had issues with that. So until we kind of go through some stuff.
So Animus, while the two of you are walking down the street having this conversation, it kind of narrows, and a few people walk by, and this one guy who's just he's coughing next to you, and then as you're kind of distracted by this, someone actually shoulder checks you, and he turns around. Oh, sorry.
Whoa!
He continues on.
I grab that one. I grab.
Okay.
I want to check what he just stole from me.
Are you gonna grab his sack?
I want to check if he just. I want to check his hands and did he check me or did the other guy check me?
He accidentally shoulder checked you. He kind of got pushed into it, and he accidentally shoulder checked you.
I just kind of grab his wrist real quick, make sure he didn't.
Whoa!
Take
Hey.
from me.
Okay, first of all, get your hands off me. Second of all, I apologize. Is everything okay?
All good, sir. Just checking.
Or
move along. These are not the droids you're looking for.
That is exactly the vibe I got. That was horrible.
He walks off.
Kimmy, smack him for us.
I'm sorry, I had to. I just watched all the Star Wars movies this week. I had to.
Hey,
add
Kimmy,
in
Caleb, we understand
Right
you're a
now.
nerd.
Oh my god. All right, sorry. As I was
He
saying.
continues down the street.
Are you okay? What was that all about?
Oh, we've had stuff stolen from us, and
What's your passive perception, Animus?
22.
The pocket where you were keeping the venom vial feels lighter.
Oh shit!
I checked to see if he took anything.
No, he just went like this. You didn't actually pat him down or anything.
Well, no, I was
He's
checking.
got that
I was
sleight of
checking
hand.
my side to see if he took anything. The side he. Could I have made a roll or something?
Yeah, I thought you were literally just hey, and then he
Oh
was
no!
like,
I grabbed his hand so I could check, so I could.
He didn't
stop
have
him and
anything
then
up his
check
wrist or anything.
Myself
I bet it's
on
up
that
his
side.
sleeve.
I
bet it's up his sleeve. Make a perception check.
Okay. So 17.
17. You can see him about probably 20 yards away from you guys at this point.
All
Just
right.
walking.
I grab Sirius and I'm gonna turn him around. We're gonna start walking after him.
I thought we were going.
Yeah,
this
we
way.
were. You can't trust anyone. Remember that venom that I just had you help me with?
Yeah.
Well, it's gone because he bumped into me.
Did he now?
Yep. I don't really love starting things in the middle of the city, but I'm gonna cast. I actually had this prepared, I think. Where is it? Fucking whatever the thing where it's detect item or whatever.
Locate object.
Yep. Locate object. I do. I have that. Okay. I'm gonna cast locate object.
Okay. Now remind me, did you have this in one vial or did you have it in 3?
3. I had 3 separate vials.
Okay, so locate object only works on 1.
Stupid.
Because they're 3 individual objects.
Yeah. He's the only one who bumped into me when we walked through, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as I turned around, he wasn't touching anyone else.
Not that you saw, no.
Yeah, I only need one, to be fair. I took 3 for safety, so...
3 for safety.
Yeah, I'll use locate object.
All right. Yeah, so you cast it as you guys are walking. Sirius, you see his eyes kind of flash with like a blue energy, and then kind of... yeah, it's moving with that guy. You can feel it moving.
Sirius, you ever need to take care of people before like this? I don't want to bring you into a weird situation.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
What's going on?
Well, he's got the venom that we just worked so hard to get and then run through.
Oh, does he now?
Yes.
All right, cool. I pull out my bow, knock an arrow, and I pull back and I aim to miss him and like hit a tree next to him.
Okay. Which hand are you using?
Let's go left hand.
We're in the middle of a city. Is it a cart instead of a tree?
Well, no, there's a few trees around here. This place isn't super developed. It's
Are we still in the slums? Okay.
Yeah.
I want to get his attention.
Yeah. Okay.
Intimidation.
There we go.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
Intimidation check.
Wait, you should roll an attack and see.
Look at Abby
if you
being a
roll
DM.
super low, you actually hit him instead.
Oh, if you roll a 1, you hit him. Yeah.
All right.
You graze him a little bit.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh.
Shit.
So you fire the arrow and you actually like graze his cheek just enough to where like he can hear it go past his ear,
Nice.
and then it just sticks into the tree next to him, and he turns around.
I say,
he immediately starts running.
Oh fuck! I hate when they run. All right, I turn into I'm gonna turn into a giant eagle. Oh no, fuck! I don't want to do that in the slums. Who gives a shit? They know who I am.
You see him start pushing people out of the way, knocking them over, throwing over carts, just trying to get away from you two.
I want to cast a spell.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna fly up and over him.
Okay.
To where I'm like on the other side of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hit him with a hunter's mark.
Okay. So you cast hunter's mark on him. He darts down an alley as Animus, you kind of oversee where he is, and you begin coming closer and closer. He keeps moving, looking back behind his shoulder.
I want to try to see if I can swoop down and grab him.
Make a dexterity check.
I gotta use the eagle's dex.
Do an acrobatics check, yeah.
Where's my fucking... I don't know why I don't have... Oh, I have giant spider marked. That's why I don't have giant eagle marked, because they're...
For some reason, this music reminds me of the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movies.
So is there like a bunch of people? Like...
Oh yeah, there's a bunch.
We're like in the middle of town.
Yeah.
What was it?
Acrobatics check.
That's just dex, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I got a plus 18.
Okay, a plus 18? Wow.
I had a plus 3. I had a 15. I did the math before I talked it all out.
So you swoop in and you actually grab him by the shoulders as he begins yelling, "Ah, that's a giant!" Ah! And he starts thrashing.
I'm gonna wait for Sirius to catch up. Are we in like an alleyway that has a corner?
No. It's like a straight alley that goes further into the houses.
Okay.
Is he like in the air, or did you just like grab him?
I pulled him up in the air probably about 10 to 20 feet. That way he doesn't try to like... Because if he drops, he's hurting him. He's going to break away. So I'm just going to wait for you to catch up now.
The Batman intimidation tactics.
How far away am I?
At this point, probably about 60 feet.
Yeah, I'll just go catch up.
Okay, so you put your bow back on your back. All right.
I'm just kind of... I'm going to come down to about 10 feet. That way it's still going to hurt him when I drop him here. And I'm going to kind of throw him towards the wall. No, I'm going to throw him up against the wall. Fuck this guy.
Okay.
I'm really hating people right now.
He takes 8 points of fall damage.
All right.
You see him land against a wall, Cirrus, as he just...
And then I pop down out of my form.
I do.
Please, please.
I do one of those things where I like pull out a dagger and I like go up against him, like knife up against his throat.
Any trouble?
Ah.
I don't want any trouble. Please.
Well, what was the point?
What are you talking about?
Can I do a search while I'm
Make an investigation check
Can I
with
just,
advantage.
Can I point towards the pocket that I saw the items in, the objects in?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
With
pointing that out
advantage.
to Sirius so that he can
Yeah.
find it easily.
investigation.
Oh god, he dropped it, didn't he? Well, I had it on
it's
the
gonna
whole
be
time, though.
What'd you roll?
That's gonna be a 6.
A 6. Okay. This is your first time really ever doing a shakedown like this, so you're a little nervous. You want to impress this guy that you just met.
Yeah.
So you kind of fumble around and you find like a small knife that's on like his belt, and then you find one that's in his shoe, and then you find one of the vials.
Why did you take this?
I didn't do anything. That's not.
and
I don't even know what that is.
I pushed the dagger like a little bit more against his throat.
I swear,
My
I
god.
have no idea what that is.
Why did you run? What was the point?
Well, when someone shoots an arrow at you, you probably run.
Well, you probably shouldn't have stolen this, now should you?
I didn't steal anything.
Don't lie, man.
It looks a lot like you stole it, though.
I don't care what it looks like. I didn't.
So you're just saying you casually bumped into me, and then casually what was in my pocket is now in your pocket.
I apologize. I don't know how that got there.
I dig just a little bit
Insight
further.
check him.
He takes 4 damage as the knife kind of breaks the skin, and you see a trail of blood start to roll down his neck.
Well,
I'm serious.
If they're not all with you, then who are you working with?
I work at the docks. I'm a fisherman.
Insight check that one. Not the
Okay.
insight check, not the part that he's not working with anyone. That is cocked. That is not good. 10.
I mean, maybe it's because he's so stressed out, or maybe it's because he's really hard to read, but you're not getting a lot from him.
I produce flame.
Okay.
Buddy, listen, it's just, I'm just having a hard time feeling like you didn't do anything.
I swear, I didn't do anything. Please, my wife and kids are at home. I'm just trying to get home. That's all I want to do.
Sirius, I'm not gonna lie, it could have been multiple things that just happened, because there are other people in this town that are very good at making it look like somebody did something that they didn't do. We did get the vial back, and this man seems to have already taken some wear and tear from our questioning. We can let him go this time.
I hold it for a second.
Just drag it a little when you take it off.
And then I just slowly pull back.
What's your name, buddy? Just some insurance here.
Paul.
Paul. Last name. Here's the thing, Paul. All right, there's 2 things that are going to happen here. First thing, if you aren't the person who did this, I will most likely end up finding out who did this at some point. And if you weren't working with them, then I'll know that you probably deserve a sorry or something like that if you got scammed into something here where someone may have tried to trick me and throw something into your pocket and run away with the other 2, because there were more than 1 vial, and I can't imagine you would have bumped into me and only taken 1. So, if you have one of them and you aren't working with anyone, then you're good to go and I don't need to worry about it anymore. But if I take your name and you are working with someone, then that gives me insurance that I know where to find you and your family.
Well, what's stopping me from just telling the guards that you attacked me?
A lot of things. Number one, my guild is currently working with many of the politicians in this town. And number two, we would probably just kill you. I mean, I can get away very quickly. You just saw how fast I caught up with you.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
That's pretty good. 16?
You see he's scared. You're scaring him for sure. But there's also a sense of, like, I don't want this guy knowing who my family is.
Paul, how about this? Just tell me where you work. How about that? Because I know if you quit your job, you're not getting any other job around here that I can't find. Also, I'm magically relatively talented. I've now spoken to you for a long enough time to where if I wanted to, I could literally find you across the continent. So...
I run the nets on the Sea Hag.
All right. Sounds good. Paul, if you are telling the truth here and you didn't do anything, then I will personally come and tell you I'm sorry, and I will also invite you for a drink. But you have to understand what you took or what someone else took and what was in your pocket was very important to me and what my group is currently trying to figure out, and is not something that should have happened. So I'll hunt down who did it and make sure that you weren't involved and you might not be a target in something that you shouldn't be part of.
I just want to get home, man.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
He just runs off.
So, was anybody watching this go down? Did I see anybody?
Make a perception check.
18.
18. Yeah, there's a few people that are kind of like poking their head down in the alley. There's a few kids that are just like.
All right, Sirius, let's continue our walk. I'm gonna go ahead and.
Fine with me.
I'm gonna put this one in my bag of holding.
Probably smart.
Yeah, I probably would have done that, but for flavor reasons, I like what Jacob did there. So
I figured you'd like
as we walk back to where we were going, I'm gonna pick up that arrow out of the tree and.
Yeah, you see a few kids are trying to pull it out of the tree and they're not strong enough, and then you just come over and you just go.
While,
there's like.
While we walk past some of the people that were in the alleyway, just official guild business here. Nothing to worry about. Everyone, go back to your days. Come to the Flagon Slayers Guild for a beer and some food if you want to, and then we continue walking.
And let's make a perception check.
Yeah, I like these. I don't like these. 14.
You notice that a few of the more like what look like blue collar workers and a few of the more downtrodden people that you can see are kind of glaring at you, and they just seem there's a disdain in their eyes.
Fuck yeah. Let them hate me.
Remember when Caleb said that he didn't want to play an edgy character and that his character wasn't edgy?
Never said my character wasn't edgy. I accepted the edgelordness a long time ago.
He kind of wrote it.
I kind of did, yeah, I kind of did. Well, Sirius, that is why you can't trust anyone, because if what he's saying is the truth, someone else has those vials, and that is upsetting.
Yeah.
But so you're staying, and you need to hunt down this creature. Is there like a reason that you're hunting down these creatures, or like are you on like a hunting mission or something?
My village, right?
Yep.
There was an attack.
Uh-huh.
By a similar creature. And I would
Similar
like
as in, like, the same type as that one? Or...
monstrosity.
So...
Like 3 or 4 different creatures melded into one.
Oh, God.
So I would like to hunt down whatever is making this creature, these kinds of creatures, and put an end to it.
Huh. I don't know if this helps you, but it's the only information I know on this plane about something like this. My guild and I, months and months ago, had fought 1 or 2 of these creatures that were, melded together, unearthly, unworldly. And we actually found someone watching us and taking notes on our progress against our fights with these things. And he apparently served some sort of master that was creating these creatures. So it sounds very similar to, like, the ones... But I don't know how they would have gotten to the Feywild. It seemed like something that was only happening here.
It looks like we have a common enemy then.
Sounds like it. He hasn't bothered us in a while, though. He must have gotten bored with us. He said there was another group he was watching or something like that. I don't know. Weird guy, for sure. But maybe, once we get back to the guild and fucking get off these streets, we can talk a little more about figuring out what we can do for each other in this situation.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. We'll walk back to the guild.
Anzu.
Papa.
You... Don't like that. Nope, don't like that. So, Anzu, you get a message from Britannica notifying you that your outfits for the evening are ready.
Mm-hmm.
And you can come pick them up whenever you want.
I would like to go pick him up.
Okay. So you make your way after not really... Have you been drinking through the day, or, like, what have you been doing?
Yeah, I've been drinking throughout the day.
Okay, so are you drunk?
I'm tipsy right now because she undrunked me.
She did undrunk you. So you lazily, lethargically make your way to her shop until you eventually get there. You see a mouse of a woman, probably no older than 25, who's up at the counter, currently doing what looks like inventory or like stock, checking everything.
Hello.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, I'm here to pick up some inventory that you guys were supposed to make for me. Something flashy. A party.
What's the name?
Anzu the White.
Okay, give me just a second. And then she goes back in the back. And you see her coming out with this just stack of clothes that kind of conceals her. You can't really see her face because it's so high. Okay, I have all of it here. And then she plops it down next to you. I don't know how you're gonna carry all of it, but it was on a tab, so you can go ahead and take it. If there's anything you need, just let us know.
Oh yes, of course. I'm gonna start stuffing it in my bag of holding.
All right, so you eventually get it all in there, and then you tie the drawstring bag back.
And while I'm there, do they have anything interesting looking?
What does Anzu define as interesting looking?
A pair of silk gloves.
Silk gloves.
And silk undies.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. I would also like to find the D&D equivalent of Whitey Tidies.
Okay.
That's a 17 on that roll.
Okay, so you begin kind of walking around the shop, and you find the lace and silk section.
Oh boy.
You don't find silk gloves, but you do find silk underwear.
Excuse me, do you have a dressing room? A place where I can try out some stuff?
Yeah, go to the back, take a left, and you should be good.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the back, take a left.
Okay. You see 3 dressing rooms that are currently not in use.
Yeah. I'm gonna crawl under one.
Roll percentage dice for me.
What do you
Oh,
mean
God.
percentage?
Oh jeez.
Okay, so I got straight zeros.
You got all zeros. 3 zeros.
This is what I rolled. All zeros.
100.
That's a 100.
Okay.
Wow.
100%
Yeah, you
chance.
crawl under one of the stalls and go in. There's no one in there.
Imagine.
Okay. Is there anything odd about this pair of underwear? Anything cool?
No, it's a pair of
No.
red silk underwear.
Does it have like that little the hole?
No, it's more like old school like long john underwear, like that like people would wear that like go to their ankles. But it's like for children. These are essentially pajamas. But for you, they could work as underwear.
They're pajamas for children, and they still are too big for them.
Put them on, kind of squat a bit.
Right. It rides up a little bit in the butt. Not gonna lie.
Mhm.
But
Do
other
I
than
like
that,
it?
you know, I don't know. Do you?
Sure.
Okay. I'm glad how discerning you are. Oh yeah, I mean they fit and they're pretty comfortable. I mean, silk.
I'm gonna stick my head under the dressing room.
Mhm.
Excuse me, ma'am.
No response.
Okay, I'm gonna crawl back out,
Okay.
go over there, and see how much the pants are.
Okay. The silk underwear,
Mhm.
they are 100 gold.
Okay. I'm gonna go put them back and then
Okay.
head to the guild hall.
Okay. So as you put them back on the rack, you notice that they resize.
Hmm?
They size back to what they were.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's a use for that.
So they were
Yeah.
so they resized to like go up his
Whoever.
butt a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Just a little
Very
bit.
snug.
So what you're
Yeah.
saying is he found them in the 12 to 15-month-old section?
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah. It's got those little feet pieces that baby's feet goes
They're
into.
footy pajamas.
I want some footy pajamas.
I want adult footy pajamas.
Dude,
Yeah.
yes, please.
with
Yeah.
a butt flap, so I
Yeah.
don't have to take it off to go to the restroom.
Or I was just thinking like you could have pants, like just footy pants.
No, I want it
no,
one
I want
piece.
the onesie, yeah.
Yeah.
We were on the same page.
Okay. So Andrew, you tipsily make your way back to the guild, sad that you don't have new underwear, but happy that you've gotten your job done and can get back to drinking.
Good evening, everyone.
You see a few people are in the bar. None of the other members have made it back yet. You do see a note that is posted to the board though.
Grab it.
Okay. It is a wax sealed letter. And the seal is a turtle inside its shell with a stein on top of the shell,
With a what?
like a beer stein.
Stein.
You know,
Oh.
like one of those big, yeah.
It's a Stein Hunter, come on.
I don't know who the seal's from, but I'm gonna open it.
This is a message from Lochnar.
Oh.
So Lochnar, if you would like to give a small update on how your training is going with the turtles or the turtles, and remember, this is it's not written in Locknar's handwriting, so you assume that someone transcribed it for him because Locknar don't do letters.
Yeah. It was translated because I think I've displayed before how terrible Locknar's writing is. But the letter is in Locknar's voice. So,
of course it is. Locknar was
as
very
such,
adamant about it.
Locknar wouldn't allow Sheldon to write it any other way.
It is
So-
addressed to you, Anzu, you specifically.
Okay.
He has to get in his Locknar voice.
Hello, midget and other shitheads. Hope all is going well. Actually, no. I still hope some of you guys are suffering because I still hate some of you guys. Not the midget and
Verbatim, by the way.
not Thea. Hope you two are doing well. The other shitheads, fuck off, please. And don't listen to any of this. I just wanted to update you, Anzu and Thea, and let you two know I have a massive hangover right now, but I am pushing through to tell you guys training is going well. Sheldon, despite being an incredibly annoying teacher, has taught me a
it
lot.
says amazing teacher.
He does prove to be a rather good teacher. I have learned a lot about brewing and about life. I'm just kidding. It's mainly about brewing.
The ha-ha-has are included.
But it's still going to be some time before I'm able to see you folks in person again. I don't know when that's going to be, but someday soon. Let's put it that way. I will see you, and we'll be able to discuss what happened and maybe kick Zygon's ass. Who knows?
The rest of the note the ink runs and it's unintelligible because there's a giant beer stain on the letter.
Right. I'm gonna keep that note to myself.
It's cute.
I'll put
Also-
it next to the picture he drew of him.
Just for behind the scenes, I did not tell Corey he had to do that. Good job, Corey.
Woo!
Character growth.
Improv.
Improv.
Everything else is scripted, though. That was the only improv.
Everything else is scripted. Me even explaining that it's scripted is scripted. I'm reading a Google Doc as we speak.
Wait, hold on.
He's accessing his script.
All right, continue. I found where we're at.
He was on the wrong page.
You don't have yours up on your computer, Zach? Amateur.
I'm
No.
old school over here.
All right,
That's
I
why I
forgot.
bought a second
Zach,
screen.
I have a feeling this is going to be the start of a great D&D relationship.
Jacob, that's supposed
You want
to
to
be
just
my
improv
line.
it like I do? Aw.
Oh, dang it, Hunter. I'm sorry I stepped on your line. This is why we need to do more rehearsals.
Whose line is
Listen,
it
I was a little
anyway?
busy this week.
Anyway, back to the game. So, Genevieve, you and Zygon, having procured the invites, are making your way back.
Can I look through them and see how many I got?
Yeah, so you begin looking through them. Gosh dang it, Hunter! I just read that thing. You have gotten 5.
3, 4. Oh, okay, so did I. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Do they say our names on them, or are they just general invites?
They're just general invites.
Okay.
They also do not have second floor access.
What's on the second floor? I would know. I'm assuming.
The second floor is more of like a lounge sort of area, whereas the first floor is a casino.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay. Manny gypped me. Rude.
Flagon just goes.
That checks out, yeah.
Canon.
I know you guys. But as you make your way back to the guild, I need you to make a perception check, Genevieve.
Got it. It is all right.
Okay.
Oh, damn it. I don't have character sheet up. I'm an idiot.
Amateur over here.
Got her script
What?
up, but doesn't have her character sheet up.
Listen. You're right.
God, you hate to see it.
19.
You notice in one of the barrels that is sitting next to one of the buildings, you notice a small etching in it that is what looks like a rabbit. Nothing too out of the ordinary, except in Thieves' Cant, rabbits can mean a few different things.
Like what?
Well, it can either mean that a target is in this location. Caleb, we can still hear your mic.
I'm so sorry.
I'm having a moment.
We're having a moment.
No, I'm really sorry.
A target is in the building, or this is a meeting place, or this is a safe house. It usually is determined by how many whiskers the rabbit has.
How many whiskers does it have, Jake?
There are 3. There's 2 on one side, 1 on the other.
Whoa, what does that mean?
This means that this is a safe house.
Mm. Okay. Is it one that I'm familiar with, or?
No, it is not.
Okay. Interesting. Is there like a window I can like peek in?
They're all kind of shuttered right now.
Right.
You don't hear anything from inside. Flagon's like, what? You stopped. Why'd we stop?
Nothing. Just curious building is all.
I mean, yeah, the architecture is a little out of date, but you know, I don't think it's that. Anyway,
We can move on. It's fine.
you guys
I'm gonna
continue
make a
on.
mental note.
Mental noted. You guys eventually make it back to the guild hall. Niccolo. Or he's gonna have to shift back into his other persona here. So Niccolo, you have the large bundle on your back that has all the gear in it. As you're walking back to this guild hall that you apparently now work at, maybe, who knows? You get free drinks and it's a fun time.
It's exactly what it is. It's a very fun time.
Yeah. You see a figure as you're walking. You see somebody about 40 feet behind you that appears to be tailing you.
Is he a man or a woman?
You can't quite tell. Kind of big though, like bulky.
Bigger than me, I assume, right?
Oh yeah. Probably around 6'4".
He's a big fella. She's a big fella. I like me a big woman. Oh, maybe it's my lucky day. I'll just keep on trudging along. Keep my peripherals about me.
Okay. You continue moving on. The figure is still following you. You've got about 2 blocks. Still behind you. Still keeping around the same distance.
Not getting any closer, not getting any farther.
No, they're keeping the distance.
Lovely. Keep on trudging.
All right. You eventually make it back to the promenade where all the shopping district is. The crowd is pretty heavy here. If you wanted, you could maybe shake them.
I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go past the promenade
Okay.
and go down a more secluded alley. Let's
Okay.
see what happens.
So you make your way through the promenade, and when you get into the central district where you know the guild hall is, you take a shortcut through an alley. I need you to make a stealth check.
Caleb, I'm using one of your Christmas presents.
Let's go. Please
It does me bad.
It's all your fault.
It's all your fault.
I waited them to do bad.
I mean, I haven't rolled well on them.
It's because I waited them to do bad.
Caleb only
Oh,
waited
natural
9.
20. Natural 20 right off the bat.
I lied. I rated them to do well. Fuck you. Haha.
Caleb did a bad job at waiting them to do bad.
He did the exact opposite.
Damn it! I should have put the weight on the other side.
Well, no, keep it on this side. Keep it on this
Notes
side.
for next time.
Yeah.
Put weight on the one.
Yeah, so you kind of creep down into the shadows. You've done this before. You've been tailed before. You can hear the figure's boots hitting the stone, kind of sloshing a little because there was a rainstorm recently. But they go by you, and you are now behind them.
Am I still I assume I'm still carrying the big sack.
Yeah,
right?
you still got the big sack.
Can I put it down very quietly?
Yeah, so you gently put it down.
I'd also like to take out my dagger.
Okay, so you spin it out. You have your dagger in your hand.
I'm gonna creep up silently behind them.
Okay.
And then and then put the knife right to the back of their head and also grip their hair. Wait, do they have hair? Do they have hair?
You don't quite know, but they have a head.
All right. I'm gonna creep up, grab them by the top of the head, kind of jump up there, and then hold it to the back of their neck.
Okay. So you do so, and as you do, you pull the hood down, and you have the knife. You see a black furred tabaxi with a chunk missing out of one of his ears. You recognize him. It's Traxar.
He survived.
Yeah, you guys worked together a few times, more like business associates, and you have the knife. Okay,
Easy, kitty.
You win this round.
Easy, kitty.
I'm fine. Are you fine?
What you do in front of me?
I was coming to the guild hall, and I just so happened to see you, so I was like, oh, well, might as well.
You seem to be following awful close, and I wasn't necessarily into the guild hall. I went off on my own little way.
Yeah,
You kind of trailed me a little bit.
Yeah, you went to the trading post.
Yeah, you're giving me a little bit of heebie-jeebies, you know what I mean?
I think you need to have a drink.
I mean, you're not wrong. But you can't
First
be
round's
too
on
careful.
me.
You can't be too careful around these spots.
I agree. First one's on me.
I release him.
Nicola, as you back away, you see that coming through Traxar's cloak is his sword, and it's about an inch from your abdomen. Okay.
The old double trouble.
Glad to know we're cool.
Oh, I'm very cool. Are you cool?
I'm very cool, Nicolo.
That's cool.
Where's Genevieve?
What? Oh.
We're having a scene! Read your script!
I didn't get that far, Jacob, okay? I was
She's
like
having problems
50
with it.
hours this week.
Did we send her the updated copy, or
Just trying to figure out where we're at.
I did
I
not
need to
get
send the second
CC'd on
draft.
that one,
I need
okay?
to send the second
we
draft.
revised it last night? Sorry.
Oh no.
Read the script.
Listen,
This
I just
script's
hear my
not
name,
easy.
I respond, okay?
Oh
When I
man.
look for context, she's just like, wait.
I'm like, it just sounded like your normal Jacob voice.
I
so
sense
was
a
like,
disturbance in the force.
Do it. Strike me down.
Anyway,
Where were we?
Trexler asked you where Genevieve was.
Rewind 5
To
seconds.
one.
Rewind 5 seconds.
And action.
Gosh, dang it. Traxar asked you where Genevieve was.
Oh, she's probably back at the guild hall. Why? You feeling frisky with her?
No. I need to speak to her.
Oh.
I'd like it noted she is not a furry.
Hey, nothing
Is
wrong
it-
with that.
Is it really a furry when
Nothing
they're,
wrong with
they're
that.
just a cat person? I don't really think that's furry, is it?
He's furry.
I mean, it's
Well,
it's
yeah,
pretty damn
but-
close.
Yeah, but I'm furry too.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Now I feel like I need to go on Reddit and ask the furry community.
Too afraid to ask.
I got
That's an
you, mate.
after stream. And
Yeah.
Zach's on it.
Yeah, Zach's gonna get it. Well, I guess we can head that way then.
Give me 1 second. Nicolo's gonna run back, grab the sack of things, and waddle back up to
Do
the
you
big
need
fella.
help carrying that?
You're funny, Fred. No, this is a light little load.
I'm hilarious. Anyway, let's keep moving. What kind of job are you pulling anyway that you need that much gear?
It's a little confidential, actually. But it's a well-paying gig, let's put it that way.
Well, I got a little bit of time on my hands if you guys need help.
Interesting. I'm afraid I don't know if I'm the best to answer that for you. Not sure for. I think we're trying to keep this a little bit tight of a job. Little tight team, you know.
It's
But-
probably for the best.
But who knows?
I wouldn't
Yeah,
want to
if the team does
upstage
like
you.
it, it's a hard thing to upstage myself, I must say. But if the team likes you, who knows? They seem a bit daft, if you ask me.
I think
So-
I've known them longer than you. I almost killed one of them.
Which one? The midget?
No, the other tabaxi.
Ah. There was another tabaxi.
Yeah, is he not around?
No, he must have gone bye-bye or something like that. Not exactly sure.
Well, I hope he's not dead,
What's that?
because I want to kill him.
Ah. I love that. Love that.
All right. Well, like I said, first round's on me, and he opens the door to the guild hall. Everyone has now reconvened.
Braun's on a mission, right?
Yeah, Braun's on a mission for Mathis.
Oh yeah.
And he's not coming back.
He's not
He might.
back.
He might come back every once in a while. I don't know.
And he probably won't come back.
I would say it's the over/under is probably 60-40. But anyway.
As he opens the door, I'd like to shout out, "Oi, Ferris! I found me a kitty."
You know that's really anyway. Where's Braun? Do I have to
Running
ask it
some
again?
errands.
Oh boy. Well, when he gets back, tell him I want a rematch.
Very well.
Can I borrow you for a second, Genevieve?
I suppose.
All right. So you guys go upstairs. I need all of you except for Genevieve to make a perception check.
Does that include Zach?
Yes, you're part of all of you.
Oh, did we get
Like-
there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Caleb, did you spike these die?
Yeah, dude, I told you.
I'm not kidding. I got another natural 20.
I
What the
put
fuck?
the weight on. I put the weight on the wrong side. I told you.
Mine do not roll that good. What the heck?
Well, because I
Mine
figured
don't
out
roll
after
good at all.
Corey's that the weight needs to go on the other side of the die.
Oh.
Corey's was
Or
the
you
test
see me as an
dice.
enemy. and you wanted to ruin my life.
Oh, Nicolo's technically an enemy too, so.
Not Locknar.
I rolled a 15.
Okay.
I got 11.
Okay. Answer, what'd you roll? 17? What'd you roll?
17.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then a natural 20. So Nicolo, you and Anzu can hear their conversation. The other two can't.
Yeah, Caleb, this dice is dog shit, dude. Keeps rolling like 1 and 4.
Dice sucks, dude. This dice is terrible.
Your free present, it sucks. Wish you didn't get him for me.
Wish you would have bought
Yeah,
me a
fuck
better
you.
gift.
Who do you
Wish
think
you would
you
have
are?
put some effort in by spending money, you cheap jerk.
You should have made him.
I did.
You should have made your own polyhedrals, you loser.
Polyhedrals.
The
We
accent's actually pretty
apologize.
good.
We're
The accent's
Thank you. We apologize to anyone who that offends, and also it's hilarious. So,
Remember the
so we
birds
don't,
that
we
had
don't
that
apologize,
accent?
Howard.
That was
yes,
fantastic.
I love the
The
birds that
fucking
have that
birds,
accent.
man.
Can they
I
make
thought-
another
The bird.
appearance?
Well, it depends. If you guys go back to the college, that's where they are. So,
Side quest immediately. Let's go.
side quest birds. Huh.
Yeah, they're in the giant Abby's old workroom.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I get it.
You-
Took me a minute.
yeah, you know that
I'm slow today.
I was doing some research in Whitestone.
Glad to see you survived.
Well, you know, got a prize to show for it, and you see he's got a giant chunk missing out of his right ear.
Ooh.
You should see the other guy. He's dead. Just to make anyway.
As most of them are.
Yeah. Well, I found this. And he pulls out a map of
Map.
it looks like a mountain range, but you can't quite tell where.
Okay.
I did some looking and a little bit of research when I came back. Talked to some people at the Lyceum. These mountains are near Singorn.
And what do they signify?
Well, not a lot. Except when you have this. And he pulls out a small note, probably about this big. Those coordinates, I think, are where they're keeping Artlist.
Interesting.
I don't know if you know about this weird group called the Five.
I'm more than familiar.
Okay, good. I don't have to spend a long time catching you up.
Please don't.
I won't. But they are doing something real weird,
Yes.
and I have intercepted some messages that they've been sending between themselves, and I think this is big. But I wanted to tell you first before the rest of them got involved.
Yes, they already know. They're probably planning on using Artlist to mesh all the planes into one.
You see, his grip on one of his swords gets really tight.
Now listen. There are many others that they want, not just Artlist, and they've got most of them except one. But one of these five is the Beholder that's leading the class right now.
The spaghetti and meatballs.
Unfortunately. So soon we're planning on knocking him out. And if you'd like to help, sure, we could use it.
As much as I'd like to gouge every eye out individually, I'm gonna find some old friends and head over and see what we can do.
All right. Will you do me a favor?
Mm.
If you go looking for Artilus, will you look out for Anzu's son? Name's Richter. He's either a human or a dragon. I'm not quite sure. Um,
How does someone so small make something so big?
I don't think he made him. I think it was more of finding the egg.
We can just find. Huh.
Yeah, they do just leave him sometimes. Anyway.
Or you'd kill him. I guess you could kill him. And then, do you think he killed the real
No,
parents?
I really can't get a read on him. He's a tad unpredictable. He's a little all over the place.
Well, you know, as gnomes get older, the magic starts getting to them.
Yeah, and he's mentioned a drug addiction a few times.
Oh, I didn't know he liked to party. Oh,
He's every day. I don't. He wakes up in a different mood. But
Oh.
I don't remember what kind of dragon he is. I would assume not a chromatic.
I mean, I can look out for him, but
Yeah, just keep an eye out, and if you hear anything, try to get word back to me. Also, how were you intercepting these messages? How were they speaking to each other?
they're using a double cipher. I found a few of their messages spread out. I also recovered a journal from the DeRollo estate shortly before it exploded with the keys in it. I can leave them with you.
That would be fantastic. Was it Vesper's?
I don't know who it belonged to. I think it was a demon of some kind.
Yes,
I don't know.
that was.
It was in Infernal, so I had to have it translated by one of the eggheads. Callista says hi, by the way.
Oh, sweet of her.
Yeah, she's doing fine.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how she is.
You're right. So you're heading off to this mountain range, I suppose?
In a few days, we're pulling a few strings with the government of Singorn to house us. They owe us a few favors, as you know.
Yes.
Well, more like me a few favors. I saved a princess or something. I don't know. Elves are weird.
Yeah.
Um.
Try not to associate too much.
Yeah, they just live so long, you know? It's like you don't I don't know what age you even are. Like, are you 6? Are you 500? I don't know.
Yeah.
This is more of a meta commentary by the DM for how terrible they explain how elves age.
Yeah. Well, they say they age the same as humans, and then
They
maturity.
don't. That's dumb.
Once they reach maturity, they age the exact same as humans. And then
no,
they don't
it's the reverse. It's the reverse. Once they reach maturity, they age insanely slow.
That's what I meant to say.
Okay. I was like, what the heck? Sorry, going off on a tangent.
They take 500 years to actually reach maturity, and then they just die like 10 years later.
I think that would be more interesting. I think that would be more interesting. A childlike race.
That'd be more of the gnomes. They're just immature.
Yeah, honestly, gnomes should kind of be like that.
Gnomes are just immature the whole time anyways.
Ew.
Maybe halflings.
I don't know. Halflings are hobbits, so.
Yeah, I don't think they live extremely
long. Legally distinct hobbits.
Legally not hobbits.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm taking a few of the members with me. Well, they're not members anymore, so I guess it doesn't really matter what you say. I just wanted to let you know.
Yes.
Some of them
Hopefully
gone
that'll
straight
be
and narrow, by the way.
Really.
Yeah, Callista started a potion shop. She's pretty good.
Good for her.
Sometimes she makes me try stuff, and it doesn't go well sometimes. But you know,
might have to pay her a visit.
Yeah. And then Arthur's training some soldiers. He faked documents to say that he was in some war, so he's doing good.
Joined the army. How disappointing.
More of like he's more like a contractor.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, I'm taking them with me.
Well, if
We're
things
gonna find him.
change, we kill the beholder, and I take my seat back, I'll let you know.
Hmm.
If you feel like coming back, you're more
I don't
than
know.
welcome.
I'm kind of liking this adventurer thing.
Fair
I think
enough.
I think I'm getting soft, Genevieve.
Is that why
I-
you want to rematch with this brawn fellow?
Well, I just want to kill him because he's stupid and I hate him. Anyway,
That seems par for the course with this group.
don't tell anybody. I had a massage.
Oh man.
Oh.
I know. And the worst part, I liked it.
Oh no.
That's all you need to go.
Did
Yeah, it's
some-
probably for the
Yes.
best. Oh, here. He flips you a silver. It's for Niccolo. Oh, also tell him that if he doesn't take a bath within the next 24 hours, the poison that I injected into him will kill him. I didn't
Got
really
it.
inject him with poison. I just want to mess with him. And
Yeah.
plus, he smells terrible.
Yeah, he needs a bath.
Yeah, I
That's
can smell him
dreadful.
right now. Okay, well, good
And
luck, I guess. But knowing
You as
you
well.
probably just need to pray to some eldritch horror and
then
you'll be fine, I guess. I don't know what warlocks do.
you don't need to, but I'll be fine. And please, if you can, keep me updated on Artlist
I
and
will.
anything you find in Singleton.
I will. Be careful. He
Get on.
he hands you the rest of the information and then he exits out.
Can I
Well,
read?
everyone, as he's leaving. Well, everyone, as always, it's been terrible seeing you all. I hate you all. When Braun returns, let him know I'm going to murder him in cold blood and steal everything he owns. Whatever, bye. And then he leaves.
You stink.
Can I flip through the notebook as if it's like translated? Because I don't think I can read.
Yeah, it's been translated.
Oh, I have comprehend languages.
It's been translated. You don't really need it. It basically accounts for the last 5 years.
I've been working for 5 years.
But
Crazy.
something interesting you notice when it lists the members' names and like their locations and like what they're all planning to do, the head of the organization, the name is gone. Like it was never written. There's no ink press. There's nothing. It's just blank. It's completely gone. Every mention of it in the entire journal is just gone.
Interesting. And based on anything I know, like, would I have, like, is there a name, like, missing that I don't see? Or just...
Make an investigation check with advantage. We'll say you have advantage because you have all the time in the world to look through this, so just to make things a little bit faster.
Ah, not good. You said investigation?
Mhm.
Okay, well, it's a dirty 20, so that's not that bad.
Okay. All the names that you know are mentioned in here. There's also a few names that you don't recognize. There's a mention of a Tabitha. There's a mention of a Navarne, but this is like a title. Basically, they hired a Navarne.
Okay.
So there's a specific passage that says that they hired a Navarne to go to Onoa during a giant tournament, and that he was hired to send a message to a group that was causing them some trouble. He was also given the 5 Dragon Soul Sword
Okay.
to help send that message.
Interesting. And then, is there anything specific about the beholder that I would be interested in learning that I don't already know?
Not a lot of what you don't already know, but there is a message between whoever the leader of the guild or the leader of the five is and Azarak, basically saying that they need to keep him in a contained environment because when beholders are allowed to kind of dream and imagine, things can go bad. And then the leader of the group cites an incident where the beholder saw a group of babies, and the next morning there were 7 baby versions of him.
Oh, not good.
So apparently, it's a very active imagination.
Yeah. I feel like beholders, they can only make like one at a time, right?
So they can make baby versions of themselves. This is me answering Abby.
Right.
They can make baby versions of themselves. That are like.
I just
this
didn't know they
big.
could make like 7.
Yeah, they can make a lot of them. They're like
Okay.
this big. They're
A
like
lot
they're
of
like
little
baseball sized.
Little baseball
Well, that's not good.
babies.
Yeah. They've also been known to their personalities can split into different aspects of itself, and then multiple beholders exist that exhibit that one personality trait. Beholders are awesome, is what I'm saying. They're so cool.
Hate
They can
that
be
meatball.
you can be so creative with beholders. It's awesome.
Yeah. What's the beholder's name? Does he have a name?
Yes, it is Zatter Bladder Blah.
Got it.
Yeah, it's Zatter Bladder, like bladder but with T's,
Ah.
and then Bleh, BLEH.
Did you just make that up on the spot?
No, I have had that for about a month and a half.
Was it a Z or an X?
It's an X.
That sounds like something I
like
would come up
Knew it.
improv style.
No, I have had that.
Improv.
Beholders have stupid names.
Yeah.
Or they have names like Xanathar, and that's not as fun. Even though I love Xanathar.
Xanathar's a good name, though.
Yeah, he's got a good book.
Xanathar.
Oh my gosh.
He's a
Yeah.
magic. He's a magic card. Look, it's so awesome. Anyway.
Xanathar sounds like some weird name from like a Rush song or something like that.
Yeah, it really does. Or like early Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
Like storming the gates of Xanathar or something like that.
Yeah, really. It does kind of sound Tolkien-y though. Like I will give D&D that. It sounds very like high fantasy. I like that name a lot.
It's a good one.
Whereas Zatterbladder Blah sounds like a 6-year-old making noises.
I'm going to laugh every time you say that.
Yeah, I kind of wanted that.
It sounds like you just like hit your keyboard a few times.
I was like,
Bad.
well, as you learn this information, Genevieve, and begin to kind of piece things together, that will be where we take tonight's break. So, getting back to D&D. Genevieve, you now have all of this information that Traxar has given you. Anzu and Niccolo, you heard the conversation.
Question. Can I, is there anything in the notebook that would even hint to, like, who the leader is? Because I know, like, his name is missing, or their name is missing, but, like, are there, like, clues that I can deduce?
Make an investigation check.
Can do. Okay. Not bad. 22.
22. So you begin reading through, and there's not a ton of information about this person, except the fact that they, there is no record of them. Azrak did some digging. There is no record of them existing on the plane until 5 years earlier. Whatsoever. There is zero record of them. They consulted the Nine Hells, the Abyss, everywhere. There is no record of them on any plane that is known.
What's the little cap? What's his name? Who jumps like through time? What's his name?
Frederick?
Frederick.
Yeah. I'm like, it's Frederick.
All along, it's like the reveal of Scrappy Doo as the villain in the first Scooby-Doo movie.
Wow, spoiler.
That movie's older than we are. Well, actually, no, not quite.
No.
I have good memories when that
Is it
seeing that
older
in
than
theater.
me?
I
It's a
maybe I'm
fantastic
dating
movie.
myself.
Is it early 2000s?
Yeah, you're old.
I think
Yeah.
it's like 2000. Oh, it's 2002. Okay,
That's
I
insane.
was
I was
watched it.
well
I
alive.
was- I was 3 years old.
I was 4.
I saw it in the theaters.
Wow. Was it your first movie?
No, my first movie was Rugrats, the movie.
Good
Mine was
hell
Monsters,
yeah.
I
Inc.
love that movie. I love it. Is it the one where they go to Paris, or is it the other one?
It's the other one,
Oh, okay.
but the one I
Okay,
the Paris
bring
one's good.
it back again.
How
We're really
about
Anyway.
we're really
Bring it back
rabbit
now,
trails
y'all.
here.
Okay. So no record of them existing until 5 years ago. No clue as to like what they are.
Excuse me. Nope.
Bless you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, there's no record of them whatsoever. You can even see like weight, height, race, none of it. Like it was once there and it is gone.
Okay.
Like it has been completely erased.
But then the other members are the Beholder, Shavira,
Mhm.
Azarak, and then why am I? Who else? Oh, and then Bill.
No,
No.
no.
Who else is in there? Who am I missing?
You're missing a blood-sucking vampire.
Oh yeah, Matilda, and then somebody.
Navarre?
That would be the leader. That's fine.
Oh, there we go. All right, I'm really slow today.
How to do math numbers.
Listen, I've
Hey,
had a
kid.
day.
And that's what group?
That's the 5. What?
The
What are you
OG
saying?
5?
No,
Oh, well, no.
not
The
Thea's
OG
mom.
5, yeah, that had Thea's mom in
Oh,
it.
that's a different 5 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the 5 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shavira is the
Change
only
it.
carryover member.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I'll walk back downstairs and return to the group. And I'll toss the coin that Traxar gave me to Niccolo and be like, this is for your drink from from Traxar.
I was wondering when he was going to pay for it.
As if you pay for drinks here.
It's a courteous gesture. He said on his way in he was going to buy me drinks. What you and the fuzzy fan talk about?
He's going on a mission to find Artillus. He's pretty set on saving his friend, which I don't blame him. He said he's found a mountain range in near Singorn where he thinks Artillus is being kept. And Anzu, I asked him to look out for your son.
Interesting.
I have the clothes.
Let's see him.
I'm gonna pull one of them out,
Okay.
chuck it to who it belongs to.
Okay.
wanna keep doing
Animus, you get this beautiful like purple cloak that like in certain light catches it. You see like stars are kind of woven into it, like it's kind of glimmers a little.
Are we all at the bar now? I thought they were
Yeah.
over like
You guys are
listening
all-
to her.
No, you guys are all here. Yeah. You're kind of just all in the main room.
So he just kind of chucks it over to me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There is not one for Cirrus because didn't even know you were going to be here.
Yeah.
Niccolo, a nice like red kind of like burgundy tunic with matching pants.
Tunic. Isn't that a dress? What the fuck is this?
It'll look nice on you.
Did it look
Dress
nice?
up for a change.
It look like
Also-
I'm ready to take it up the butt. That's
Also, Traxar told me to tell you that if you don't take a bath in the next 24 hours, the poison he injected into you will kill you. So please, you stink.
I'm calling his bluff.
Mm.
Genevieve, you get this nice, like black dress that is backless, so it like just hangs
Ooh.
off the neck, and then like
Saucy.
this like kind of not like a shawl, but like kind of in between like a shawl and a scarf sort of thing that you would like
Yeah.
hold around. Yeah,
Little lacy, like this
Yeah.
number.
yeah,
I
exactly.
love that. Can I have one of those like fucking little like garter belts that like I can put a dagger into?
Oh yeah, for
That's
sure.
what I
yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Sexy.
And then Anzu, per your specifications, you get a sick wizard robe that comes with one of those like full-on like Mickey Mouse and Fantasia hats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also white. Is he still Anzu the White?
Yes, it's white with like blue accent.
Oh yes. Oh. So who's the weird guy over there?
Oh yes. Who are you?
What did you say?
Oh,
I said you're weird.
I'm weird. I'm weird. You're
He's
like
human, right?
he's a
Huh?
tiefling.
I'm
Yeah, he's a
tiefling.
tiefling.
You're like this big. And I stand up and pull out a dagger.
It's funny. You kind of look like the boy I had my first kiss with. He was a little gray tiefling.
All right, okay.
And?
Let's all chill here for a second now.
Listen, I'm just intrigued.
No. I know you. These two though. So this is Cirrus. This is long story short. Went to the Feywild. Met him. He helped me get the spider for a mutual reason of trying to hunt something down. Got the spider venom, 3 vials. Then some sort of beast, kind of like the one Anzu you'll remember and Zygon you'll remember. You remember when we fought the Medusa and it wasn't a real Medusa, it was like a fizzled together kind of thing. You don't.
Saigon thinks about it for a second. Is that the one that almost killed me by turning me to stone? Is
Yeah.
that?
Yep.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
he
Yeah, that
had-
sucked.
And then he had the 2 basilisks next to him, or there were 2 basilisks in a different fight. I don't know. And then there was that person who was watching us. So there was another creature kind of like those, which was some sort of giant frog displacer beast thing that attacked us. Somehow we teleported back to here on the material plane, and then it ran off into the woods somewhere outside Amon.
Lord.
Also important information while we were walking back. 2 of the vials, well actually all 3 of the vials were stolen from me as we were walking. I got one of them back, but the guy who bumped into me didn't have the other 2. I'm assuming, I don't know.
Dropped them.
No. Someone definitely stole them. I just don't know. This guy seemed to like he was too scared. He almost wet his pants, and I also know where he and his family live, so I may have threatened them for sure.
Seems a bit
Well,
intense.
Did you check him? And then I'll point at Sirius.
Yes, you don't know him.
You're right.
Watch your finger.
That's actually why I brought him back
He's
here.
missing one already.
You know, he said he has a mutual need to hunt down the same thing that's creating these creatures. So I brought him back here for you guys to question and to see if he's trustworthy enough to have another hand on board, because we kind of need all the help we can get right now, as long as they're trustworthy. And none of us are trustworthy, so thought he'd fit right in.
Well,
You
Animus, you can start off by taking off his pants.
If you
We
want
need
My
to-
pants are his pants.
If
we
you-
need to do a routine search
My pants.
to make sure he did the
And
file.
so I didn't know that you took people's pants down when you did searches.
I'm gonna walk off and drink.
Um,
No,
so you're from the Feywild.
Yes.
Just your whole life you spent there?
Yes.
Interesting.
Any part of the Fae specifically?
One of the parts.
Which one?
You know.
You're not from the Fae,
I certainly
are you?
don't.
Is there like a...
I've lived here my whole life.
Why do you need to know where I live?
Oh, well, you know, whenever I say, oh, I'm from, I don't know, Western, I could point to you where Western is and say, yes, this is what
I
it's
don't
like.
care where you're from. I'll be honest.
That's not the point. Your friend here is not...
Never said
What
he
is wrong
was...
with you?
Number one, never said he was my friend. Number two, I don't even, like... why does it matter where he's from in the Feywild? He's from the Feywild,
Look.
he's never been to the material plane before. That was
Animus.
also made very obvious by the fact that he had no fucking
understand.
idea what was going on.
I understand.
I will also
I
say, if he was the one who stole the vials, why would he not have just taken a couple of the vials when we had killed the spiders in the first place together, and he had the chance to just get as much venom as he wanted, or venom as he wanted to?
This is what I'll say. We can
Also,
keep
why
him,
would I be here?
but he's your responsibility. You must feed him,
I
you
don't know
must
if-
clothe him,
I don't know if
and you
he's
must make
anyone's
his bed.
responsibility. Speaking of which, what happened to all those kobolds that you inducted into the guild?
Oh, I don't know. They're running around somewhere.
Aren't you supposed to be feeding them and walking
You guys
them?
hear as an explosion comes out of the kitchen.
Fantastic.
And a
More
bunch of-
grilled cheese.
Shit, I forgot I taught them how to make a grilled cheese.
Why would you? Why?
What?
Why
I
would
turn-
you teach them to make grilled cheese?
He's blaming me for them. Can you believe it?
I turn to Animus and I'm like, you really run a really well worked guild here.
So what's
And
the Feywild like?
I run this guild.
You said it's yours.
Oh wow! Oh, now we're gonna
Oh,
bring
is
this
it
into
yours?
it.
Just saying.
Mm? Oh, that wasn't announced to me.
Okay, so if you go to a school, are you just gonna say, "Oh, I go to that school," or do you say, "I'm gonna go to my school now"? Like that.
I actually don't say that. I just say I'm gonna go to school.
So if you're part of a church, you don't say, "I'm gonna go to my church now." Like that's normal.
I
Oh,
sit
just
back
say
down and I'm just kind of done with the conversation.
I'll put down a beer for Cirrus. Animus. I would appreciate it. Okay, if we didn't have the kobolds doing things that kobolds can't do.
like be part of the guild. Exactly.
No, like cooking. They can't cook.
They also
That's not what they do. They like eating worms.
You also haven't hired someone to handle them yet. They're still just
Oh, yes, I
fucking around.
have.
Oh yeah, well I went into the library the other day and they were trying to chew
They
off the
haven't
corners.
arrived yet.
I had
For
to
your
lock.
information.
I had to lock the library doors because they were eating the fucking books like fucking dogs.
I look at
Maybe you
Genevieve
should lock the
and I'm
kitchen
like,
doors.
oh, okay. I look at Genevieve. I'm like, do they always do this?
I've only been around about a week, so... But it's been consistently this. The entire time.
Good,
Oh.
good.
So pipes up. Yes, they do it all the time. It's like a married couple,
Ah,
but like not a good marriage, like one that like they need to separate, but they don't because they have kids.
so like my parents.
Yes.
Tell me more about that.
I
No,
do
that's
not know
alright.
your parents, but I mean, it seems like you speak from experience.
I feel right at home.
All right, so now that we're all on the same page,
What? No, there is no page.
you're right. There's
What am I
not.
supposed to do with him? What?
Well-
Do we send him back? What do we do?
Well, if you want to, I mean, we've got.
You're not doing shit with me.
We've got
I cast plane
Genevieve
shift on him.
who.
With me, who what?
I'm joking. I don't cast plane shift.
He won't
Okay.
let me finish. We've got Genevieve, who's part of a different guild. We've got Nicolo, who we just met and is also part of a different guild. We have you, me, and Zygon, who, for the most part, haven't agreed eye to eye on many things in the past year so that we've known each other. And we have Cirrus from a different plane, who's just showed up and has helped me more than I've gotten help in the past few days for certain things. So,
Also,
welcome.
I'm from the space between space.
and then Garnash, my good friend.
So, also, I was in the Feywild for a while, so I actually might know. I heard about a tiefling village, but they said they
There's a
shifted
whole
around
village.
a lot.
Do you all live in the trees in the Feywild, just up in the?
Okay, Genevieve, I know you're. that's a little offensive to Fey folk. They're not
Listen,
all.
I don't know anything about it.
Well, I'm just
Well,
saying,
to be
you know,
fair, we
like,
did ask him.
don't blanket statements are never good. So just and then he munches down on a cantaloupe.
It's like saying the
Oh yeah, I'm
blanket-
Garnash, by the way.
I
serious.
would have already introduced him to Garnash and sort of.
Oh yeah, and it's pretty quiet around here most days. And
Is
then
it?
you hear another from the kitchen.
Good lord.
Well, not recently, but when Thea and Lochnar come back, I think everything will be better.
Anzu, go get your children from the fucking kitchen.
I'm gonna go in the kitchen. Everybody, come meet Daddy Dragon's new friend.
They all look at you, and you see there's like cheese that's like splattered on the ceiling, and there's
Ew.
like bread that's just like full on like dust if you touch it. You also see there's dirt all over the walls, and worms and mud and blood and just all sorts of different other things all over the wall from the multiple explosions.
I look at Sirius and I raise my glass. I'm like, congratulations. You're apparently our new friend. Oh, hold on.
Prop work, Caleb.
Back to those times, you know.
Oh gosh, dang it, we're not sponsored.
Oh no.
So, how are we going to get fancy clothes? Did anyone think of it?
Well, it
Was
took
it
you
just me?
less than a day to do that.
Yes, but there was a tab, so someone must go and get another.
You're also drunk as. I mean, if your tab's still open, I'll just put it on that.
Well, why don't you go do it then?
What are we
Butthole?
getting fancy clothes for?
Oh, we don't even know if he's going to be part of this. He's just here on this plane, and he needs to hunt down this animal
Serious.
creature thing.
Have you ever felt like you wanted to be part of something greater?
Just go with it. He's done this speech like 10 times to other people.
I asked you a question.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Then do I have an opportunity for you? You could join a family, a career. You could matter in the world. You could be part of us, the Flagon Slayers. You could get free beer every single day once you come
First,
home.
make a perception check. Make a perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit! I didn't.
No worries.
Everyone just like.
All I heard was make a perception check.
He rolled a one.
21.
21. So as he says, you can be a part of us. You see Garnash munching down on some vegetables. You see Soph cleaning the bar. You see Zygon thoroughly inspecting the pole for any bumps, bruises, smudges, and or problems. Ragtag group of people for sure.
Do you know who we are?
Nope.
Oh,
Probably for the best.
we are the Slayers of Ale, the keepers of some gold. Not a lot, a little bit though.
We killed 2 dragons.
We were actually
And
recently
look,
robbed.
there's one over there.
Yeah, you can see a dragon head that's mounted about knee high.
Careful
I tell you
walking
what.
past that, by the way. The teeth can really hurt if your toe gets onto one. It's way worse than stubbing a toe.
I tell you what, little one. Let's make a deal, shall we?
I see.
Ooh.
I like
You
it.
help me, and we will see.
That's
What
my
was the
kind of
deal?
deal.
I didn't hear it.
You help me, right? And we will see if I join.
What do you want help with?
Do you remember that whole story I just told you about how we literally...
That thing with the frog? Just put it in a cup.
You know what? I'm in.
There we go.
just blankets like.
That was quite easy.
All right. That checks out for the exact amount of people we have in this group. So.
I do only have 5 invitations to the party tomorrow. Is it
What?
tomorrow?
Oh, there's a
Next
party?
day? Yes,
Where's this
that's what the
party at?
fancy clothes are for. It's at a casino called the Smiling Tiger. Run by
Is there like gambling involved?
oh, absolutely. Gambling with money, perhaps my life. We'll see.
Always our lives.
It's exciting. Not the rest of you, but mine.
We could easily die too. What are you talking about?
Oh, but I mean, the beholder's out for me. He said if he sees me, he will kill me on sight. So.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Wait,
he's one of the
whoa.
5. I don't know why he's keeping us alive. They know exactly where we are at all times. So.
But what's the fun in? They have bigger goals than just you. You're an inconvenience.
Yeah, that's how we want to keep it.
Well, what if we snuck in Animus as my pet newt?
I'm not going as a newt, but I could go in as an animal of some sort. Wait, I want to gamble. Fuck off.
Well, once
you
you're
like
in, it
gambling.
doesn't matter. But I can also either, well, I can cast invisibility on perhaps you, Cirrus, to get you in. I was planning on disguising myself, so I didn't draw so much attention. So, smuggle you in real quick, perhaps. Jacob, from what I know about the like parties they might have there, do they have defenses against like that kind of thing?
They might have extra security for this event.
Is it one of those things where once you're in, it's like they're really just trying to stop people at the door, and then like if I were to get in somehow that without an invitation, would I just be able to throw the clothes on and be able to walk around? Or
Do check. They'll probably check invitations.
No, I know, but like if I were to be able to get in without them seeing me, and I throw the clothes on once I get in, and I just
Ooh.
walk around normally.
Idea.
You don't know.
Okay.
I
I
have
asked
a
that to
forgery kit. Jacob, I have a forgery kit. Did I try to forge a new invitation?
Yeah, that would be a check for sure.
Yeah.
I also have a forgery kit.
Are you proficient with it?
I am indeed.
So if all else fails,
I actually have expert forgery as a feat, which means I can duplicate others' writing and craftswork almost like perfectly as long as I roll high enough with advantage.
so if all else
Let's
fails,
see.
could I just go in and gamble and not go to said party?
I think the whole casino will be closed down for the party.
Yeah, it's one of those like invite only nights. You know, on another night, I mean, you could run over there and gamble if you want, if you like it enough. All right, maybe we just catch up on some stuff here, right? Sirius, so Sirius, we're going into this party, and we're trying to get some information. Most likely, Genevieve will probably be able to flesh that out, but we're all just kind of trying to get some information about this creature that we need to probably take out pretty soon, within the next couple days.
Oh, is
Yes.
it my creature or is it a different creature?
It's a different creature. It's a beholder.
Ooh, okay.
You ever
Has
hunted
lots
a
of
beholder?
eyes.
It sounds interesting.
It's basically a big floating meatball with tentacles and eyes. It's disgusting to look at. I have a bit of a vendetta against him.
Yeah.
Okay.
We talk about it like it's a giant meatball. They are relatively powerful, and we probably should be on guard when fighting it does come up.
Well, obviously, he wouldn't have dethroned me, basically, if he wasn't powerful, but
Oh, are you a queen?
not a queen. It's
Oh, yeah,
probably the
she's-
wrong word.
The queen of this world.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you?
She's the Titania of this place.
The what?
Sirius, make a insight check.
Yeah, all right.
Savage.
While they're talking
Well,
about this,
12.
Use
You don't know what the politics is of this, but you would think a queen would probably be in a better place than this, even if she was dethroned.
all right.
but in all seriousness, he took my place as the leader of my guild, and I just want him gone, and I want my spot back. So tomorrow we're going to this party. We're stealing money from the vault that they keep in this in a vault in this casino, basically, and then we're going to hunt down the beholder. After that, hopefully kill him, and my time over here will be over.
If you can help us with that, we can start on maybe trying to fit in tracking down whatever creature followed us through to the material plane and see if it leads us anywhere. We also have some other things we need to do, but
Can we gamble while we're at said party?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna
Alright,
do
I'm
that.
in.
You
you
must
do
act
it.
natural.
You do gambling.
Jacob, while they're doing this, I want to start trying to forge an invitation. And I am proficient, so.
Okay, I need you to make a sleight of hand check.
Alrighty. So scared. Natural 20.
Remember that time.
And it wasn't your die.
No, I know. Remember that time.
30.
Let's go.
So as you're forging this document, you get everything laid out perfectly, but then you notice something within the invitation, and you hold it up to a light. You can see that inside is a core that is that actually hides the real invitation, and the only way you can open it is with a knock spell. So basically what they're doing is when you come in, they'll use the knock spell, it will reveal the actual invitation, mainly to cut down on forgeries.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a seal on the front that once the spell is cast will break the seal, and even if you were to close it back, the seal would be broken.
Okay. So there's no way I can forge this invitation?
You would need Anzu's help.
Anzu, darling, I've encountered a problem. Would you mind perhaps helping me? Need your magical expertise.
Oh, of course.
And I'll explain to him the problem.
Okay, so Anzu, you know from what she's describing, there's a magical lock on the invitation, and that you could possibly replicate it.
You've come to the right person.
I knew I did.
I'll cast knock on.
You're gonna cast knock on the invitation?
No, don't do that.
But wait, you said the invitation is in the invitation.
Yes.
So don't you have to pull it out to make another copy of the real invitation?
You would have to make two then. Because one of them would be unsealed.
But that's
It'll
how you
break.
do it, right?
You could do it that way. If you roll a high enough check, though, you might do it the other way. Another way.
Yeah.
I mean, what way were you thinking of? Just
You would just replicate the spell that's on the inside.
okay.
The problem is that you won't know what the writing is on the inside, so you might have
Right.
to. You might have to open one.
Mm. Have I ever seen one of these invitations? Like, do they?
You've been to a few of Manny's parties. This one's a little bit different, but you've seen the insides of a few. They change a little depending on the event, but you might be able to get it close enough.
Yes. I don't want to ruin an invitation and then have to make two. Made this difficult, Jacob.
Yes, I did. Because I figured you'd do this.
Interesting. Let's see.
I can always turn into a small animal and hide in someone's pocket and then just go to the bathroom and change.
Is there like a back door to this building by chance?
No, really.
To like sneak in or something like that.
Not that won't be guarded.
Yeah, and it's like already a hidden casino inside of the bank, so it's like a secret place. It's hard to sneak into secret places.
You can always hide in someone's pocket as a small animal and then run into the bathroom and put...
I don't think that's possible, Caleb. I just don't.
Honestly, I think he just wants to be in our pocket.
Yes, but
I don't love being in pockets. I've been in a lot, and I promise you, I really don't like being inside of them.
We may have to just go with that for the time being, because I'm not going to risk ruining one of these invitations.
We can also use the stones. Why don't we just have someone go to the bathroom, and then I'll just pour it in? You know? Is there a magical barrier, do you know, Genevieve? Like, would he have some sort of magical barrier on this place? Or is it more like just kind of a underground thing that we could probably teleport into?
Jacob, is there a magical barrier that I know of?
There hasn't been one before.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. As far as I know, there isn't. So it may work.
Secondary thing, we could always just, knock someone out who is going to the party. I disguise myself as them and then take their invitation.
Also an option.
So, just a couple things to throw up there. Put a pin in it. We can decide tomorrow if you want to what the best idea is.
Yes, and then maybe once we get there, I can forge you a fake invitation in case they're checking.
Well, you can just take... Oh, wait, we haven't opened that one. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Well, I mean, we can also, when we get there, someone can probably cast a Detect Magic spell, see if there's some unknown magical barrier that would detect a teleportation through into the building. And if that is there, we'll go with Plan B, knock someone out, maybe kill them, take the invitation, I'll disguise myself and go in.
No need for murder. You're taking it too far. It's just a party.
I mean, it just depends on who it is, If they're trying to kill me, I'll kill them. Huh?
Murder seems a little suspicious outside of a party in an illegal casino. Don't you think? The low profile we want to keep.
No, no. If we're trying to keep low profile, yeah, but I feel like someone going into an illegal party in an illegal casino shows up dead. I don't know if they're really going to try to... I don't know. You're right. No, you're right. We'll just knock them out. I'm sorry.
Don't ruin this for me.
No, we won't kill anyone. We're not killing anyone. I might kill.
Yes.
We won't kill anyone.
No.
So we won't. We won't kill anyone.
I look over at Animus and give him a wink.
We won't kill anyone.
Listen, me getting my position back is far too important for me to have to worry about you fucking it up for me.
I mean, I agree with killing the beholder here and the fact that we need to get your position back, but also the more important thing is the fact that the entire world is literally going
I'm not going to find anyone to help you who doesn't have their own agenda.
You're right.
Everyone agrees that it's important. But a few stops along the way isn't going to slow anything down or make anything worse.
No,
and you're not going to convince people by just saying the world's ending, because then you're just going to scare people.
Which just doesn't make sense to me,
You wouldn't be afraid if you heard the world is ending and didn't have the experience and the knowledge that you have. You're just a regular person.
I wake up every morning and with the experience and knowledge I have, am deathly terrified of the fact that the world could end in the next 2 months.
And yes, it's 2 months. And we're working actively to stop it. And this is one thing that will greatly help your cause.
I never said I disagreed with that. We won't kill anyone, though.
As the conversation continues to go in loops, the door to the guild hall just bursts open as Cartasius steps in, little bloodied, battered.
You look like a tampon.
Oh my god!
What does that even mean?
No.
That was fantastic.
Oh god. Nasty.
What have you gotten into?
Well, the bet has taken on a little bit more of a deadly turn, not gonna lie, but I have these, and he pulls out 6 bags of holding.
Wow.
Yeah, this was. Yeah, I need to sit down.
And how did you acquire those?
By ways and means.
Ah. Ways and means.
Yeah, the
Alrighty.
ways and means budget.
Mm-hmm.
Could've
And I'll
just
hold my
walked.
hand out for one. We don't do
Hands
that. Thank you.
These are specifically for what's in the vault, nothing else. I've calculated the
Absolutely.
specific weight you need. If you put any more in, they'll burst. Who's this, by the way? He
This is
points
Sirius.
to Sirius.
He's from the Fae, except he
Well,
doesn't know much about it.
I can smell it. He smells like cookies and gingerbread.
Is the Fae also Santa's workshop?
I haven't heard of
No.
the warlock Santa living in the Fae, but maybe he spends his time there.
I've never met a Santa.
I met Santa. That was 100 years ago.
I met a fake Santa who smelled like beef and cheese.
What?
I was a Santa for a year. That was a weird gig.
Rule of threes, everyone. Well, I think we should go into final preparations. The party is in about 18 hours.
Yes. Cartasius, in terms of this party, perhaps I'm short one invitation now because Sirius will be coming with us. Either a way to forge one of these invitations, or if they'll have any security checking.
Magical
Well,
or-
they
barrier.
for sure have security.
Well,
I mean,
obviously, but
could we just get like a new one?
That's probably not going to happen.
Manny's a bit stingy.
Manny's also a bit stressed right now.
Poor
Best way
guy.
to forge.
'Cause you know the way his invitations work, so it's a bit difficult. Smart idea, but really a thorn in my side.
Well, I could go talk to. No, she's out of town. She actually just left. Ran into Traxar, by the way. He still sucks.
Yes. He's kind to me, though.
Well, yeah, you pay his anyway. He was always rude to me. You know that ever since we were kids.
Long way back, that is.
We'll discuss your childhood trauma another day.
I already
Um.
pay a therapist to do that. Thank you.
Will they be checking invitations throughout the night, like a train
Yes.
ticket or something?
For sure, yes.
Is there a possibility?
Manny is paranoid, plus the Beholder is extremely paranoid. So yes.
Is there a possibility we could get someone in without everyone knowing, and then we forge an invitation from the inside? and
Well,
give-
shape changing isn't allowed, so that's probably not going to work.
Does it get broken at the door, or like how's that gonna work?
I believe so. Yes, I haven't been to one of the parties in years though, so I couldn't tell you.
What about teleportation? Probably also
ooh.
blocked.
Possibly.
I feel like if they block shape change, wait, if shape changes, then is disguising yourself also out?
Yes.
Okay.
I just have to show up looking
Well,
like myself.
No,
Animus,
Genevieve,
I
we can
think
always
the
do it the
main
old-fashioned
thing
way.
Is that
You know, makeup,
trying to sneak
here, there,
into the
ears,
party
things of that
is
nature.
not
Yes, that's
allowed.
true.
And you know, I'm some of the best. I should have been a makeup artist. Another life.
Have you ever thought of maybe like dyeing or cutting your hair, and then maybe like you're like he said, like doing a little bit of different makeup, try to do yourself a little bit different? Because if we're gonna get broken up at the door and like whatever we're magically putting on is just pops off in front of us, we're gonna immediately get caught and then be fucked.
Yes.
Which also takes away my ability to disguise self as someone that we knock out. So
So like, How do I ask this? If one knows a spell by the name of Pass Without a Trace,
Yes,
Would
I
that-
propose
would
we
that
go
be-
in magic blazing.
would that be blocked
That
at the
would-
door as well?
That would most likely go through. They don't care about you being sneaky. Plus, I've told Manny that it's probably better if we're the ones that deal everything, so he's probably going to go a little bit easier on you.
Yes.
You know, one of the things I can think of, maybe really old school and definitely won't work, but me and Anzu are short enough to where we could stack one on top of the other and put a big waistcoat on.
3 kids in a cloak.
And then we pass.
I believe that's called the Whitestone Special.
And then we pass without a trace, because if we're sneaky enough, we can get through that way.
Yes, but which one of you is going to be the top and which one's the
Anzu
bottom?
obviously.
I will be on the top.
He'll go on my shoulders, and I'll put over some big boots.
You know, I think I
Who's
could
the
have
top?
guessed that.
I don't know if they want to see a big bird. Also, I don't think Anzu's tiny legs would be able to carry us very far.
Have you ever
Oh,
heard
no.
of the Turstfield Sunshine?
Where are we going to get a dragon that can spit poison?
The poison?
Yes, that's the Turstfield Sunshine.
No,
He plays
no,
Western rules.
No. No. The Turstfield Sunshine. It's when there's a wagon, and you cut a hole on top of the wagon.
That's
and
a
the cactus-
Singorn swindle.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's a Turstfield Sunshine.
You're thinking.
We're
And
going
then
to get
you lay
nowhere
a
with
steamy
this.
shit inside of the wagon.
We're going to get nowhere with this. Obviously, we went to different schools of thought.
Right, you
What a
guys
bastard
got
bastard.
a little bit off trail there. By the way, you're talking about the Kaimal special also, so.
No, the Kaimel special is where you hire a half-orc to carry you on the shoulders, and then you full-on jockey with a spear.
I think that's Kaimalian chicken, but, you know,
Oh,
yeah. Anyways,
I'm out of touch.
Yes, well, it's better than a cliff keep headlock.
yeah, when you play
Oh,
Kaimalian
no one
chicken
wants to do that.
and you're already
No.
a giant bird, they make fun of you, so.
Well, you're not really a giant bird, are you? Like, I've seen bigger
No.
birds.
Well, yeah, but like giant compared to like, you know,
Like a finch?
yeah, or like a magpie. Or a
Oh,
crow.
yeah.
Other versions of me, but smaller crows.
Well, that's neither here nor there. Let's go to the war room and figure this all out.
Guess I need to go get my hair done.
You don't need to go get your hair done. I can do that.
He's got you.
Plus, salons rip you off. Everyone knows that.
Does he have all the stuff
Listen,
with him?
They
I
train very
always
hard.
have my stuff with me, and you see he unfurls his cloak, and you see like scissors and like combs.
I
He's got an
like
apron.
this guy.
Yeah.
I like him. He
He's also
knows
got poisons, daggers, swords.
even
you know.
more.
You better
Yeah.
not mix those up.
I never mix these up.
Which one
Left
was
for
the
Stabby,
hairspray?
right for Cuddy.
Those sound. never
Alright.
mind. They both sound threatening.
All right, let's go
Yes, they
upstairs.
are.
I wonder which one he wipes with.
Stabby all the way. You guys go up into the war room, and as you ready your plans, that will be where we end tonight's session.
Oh.
I want to say thanks to everyone so much for watching and allowing us to read off our script very well. We promise that it'll be a little bit tighter and cleaner next time.
No, that's my line. That's my line.
Dang it! Ugh.
Shit.
Well, this is definitely my line. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and supporting us. Thanks again to Arknight for sponsoring us
And we'll see you next. Oh, sorry.
jumping on my line. And
You're
we
not
hope to
the
see you next.
DM.
We hope to see you next week. Have a good night, everybody.